Hey everyone, you can refer to me as 2020. I'm starting a new YouTube channel. I've had a couple up for a while. I started one after the events in Charlottesville that I witnessed, and have posted some of my videos and some other videos that I feel are relevant to the truth. So anyhow, I'm gonna set up a new YouTube channel by the time you see this, of course, and it's gonna talk more about things that I experience in life in general. It just so happens that recently, with all the things that have been going on with current events involving things like white supremacy, Black Lives Matters, Antifa, KKK, they're all the same to me, really. But I'll be covering other things as they come up as well, and when I have the opportunity to be able to do that. My funds are a bit short for traveling. I live not too far from DC, so it really doesn't take much to hop up there. So excuse me if this video isn't the best video. This is my first real attempt to video myself, and you can see in some of my videos online that I'm a good photographer, real good photographer, but I'm just getting into this video thing. So I thought I might introduce myself a little bit. So I want to really have I really want to report photojournalism wise what I see and experience, and I'm not anybody who really considers myself with any affiliation as far as political views go or social views go. I have to say that at one time in my life, for a good part of my life, I did feel attached to certain other people's idealism or their beliefs, be it Democrat or Republican, left, right, far right. I did associate with certain ideals, but what's been going on this year, I have to say that I don't stand for anybody except myself and what I see, and what's around me, and that's that's all I can really trust these days, which is why I'm putting this YouTube channel up. I always knew that media outlets were biased, and I had some faith that maybe some weren't, but I've lost that faith. And I might talk about that a little bit more in other videos and my experiences that I've had with some online media sources. And I'll name those online media sources when that comes up. But certainly people bury things and slant things, and I've always known that, but it's much more extreme, I have learned, than I ever thought. So anyhow, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, about my background, about where I'm at today, so you can have a good feeling of who this is coming from, because you hear a lot of videos, a lot of stuff gets put online, and you really don't know the background of who's posting this stuff. You can guess what they stand for, and it's it can be pretty confusing about where this information is coming from. So this information, my videos are coming from me. Other videos I post are videos that I can relate to according to my own experience. and that's all I can share is my own experience. So one thing that's motivated me to do this is my experience at the KKK rally and the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. And my experience that I've shared with people has a lot of people have criticized me for just sharing what I experienced. Calling me names, and so forth. I'll probably get into that in another video as well. Anyhow, so yeah, I grew up as a beach surf bum in Virginia Beach. Grew up in a fairly low-income neighborhood, actually in Norfolk, right along the border. It's just one big town, really, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. So I grew up a surf bum, just loving life, loving nature, loving people, to a certain degree. The neighborhood I grew up in was a mixed race. The school I grew up in, for the most part, was mixed race. Most of my friends were of other ethnicities. Filipino, Japanese, my best friend, black, another best friend of mine. I had, a lot of friends that were black, and I'm going to use that word because, as far as African American goes, I really feel like, is everybody black from Africa? Is everybody white from, where are they from? Nobody's going to go around and call me Irish American, so that's why I use black. I'm white, black. Other people are Asian, Hispanic, Latino, whatever the proper word is. I just, we're all people, right? And we all just need to get along, but that's not happening, and it probably never will, totally. So anyhow, so I just grew up, not really looking at people from their outsides. What really bothered me when I was growing up, I can say, is people's attitudes. So I was a bit of an outcast growing up, so I hung out with the outcasts. Anyhow, I just grew up and had a lot of experiences. Loved photography, loved photojournalism. I took a lot of photos from the time I got my Kodak Instamatic in 5th grade. And, I would get criticized from people, well, where's all the photos of the people? I would have photos of people, but they were candid. I didn't have those shots of people posing and so forth. So anyway, I've had different experiences. I work as a photographer and a gardener. I love that kind of work. I love the outdoors. It's just kind of what I'm about. I've always had friends of all kinds of different, backgrounds and, whatnot. And, I don't judge people like that. I decide on people who, I can trust, or I can relate to, or I can believe that they're real people. I just like real people. I don't care who they are. I just like real people. I might not believe in some hardcore white supremacist. I'm not believing some hardcore Black Lives Matter person either. and those are just examples, okay? So don't criticize me for calling those people out. But you know, it's the person that's important, the individual, and what they're about. And you know, I've lost some friends this year due to misinformation, and some friends who you know I've loved and trusted. Some family members, you know, I can't deal with anymore, and it's a shame. But you know, that's who I am. You know, I'm just a normal guy, and just walk my path, and you know, I'm not extreme anything. Matter of fact, you know, it's hard to believe in anything these days. Again, other than what's right around me and what I experience out in life, which I will share in further videos. So certainly, if you guys have any questions, any more questions about me or who I am or anything like that, you know, feel free to make a comment. You know, most of my videos I might leave open for comments, some I might not. It kind of depends on responses. Some comments I've had to turn off, you know, and so forth. But you know, thanks for subscribing to my video. You know, I do hope to, you know, this isn't about any financial gain, but I certainly hope to be able to have some funding so I'm able to go out and go to events and experience some things that other people around the world might not be able to experience. And you know, I'm very humble. You know, I don't make a whole lot of money, but I want to be able to certainly share these things to the general public, because so many, I mean, I can't trust any of these medias anymore, and can't trust media on YouTube, you know, either. I have a hard time with that. So, you know, I hope people understand that, you know, this is just me. So I appreciate you guys subscribing, maybe donating if you can, and you know, any donations that come forward, I will, you know, publicly, you know, list on a quarterly basis anything that comes in and what those expenses are going towards. You know, I have a job. You know, I'm starting a great position at a place. I'll be moving soon, but still be in Virginia, and you know, so I don't need to be doing this for any financial reasons. You know, I'm doing this because it's a passion. So yeah, feel free to comment. Feel free to give me some input on any events that are coming up that you would like to see. As far as photojournalism goes and videos go, I'll try to get better with my videos. And the other thing that I'm going to work on doing is being able to post slideshows with my photography, so those will turn into videos that can be posted for you guys as well. So again, I appreciate you checking out the channel. Give me some likes, you know, get this stuff out there, and you know, we'll take it from there. Thanks, have a great day.